Let's begin with continuous charge distribution. Now, when we're considering continuous charge distribution, we have charge distribution into three forms. First one, linear charge density. Linear charge density is defined as the charge per unit length of a charged body. So to understand this, let us assume there is a conductor of length L and has some amount of charge on it as Q. So linear charge density now can be defined as lambda is equal to Q upon L, where Q represents the total charge on the body and L represents the length of the body. The SI unit is coulomb per meter. Next, surface charge density. Surface charge density is defined as the density at a point on a surface or the charge per unit area around that point. Therefore, let us assume there is a surface area where we are considering surface area to be equal to A and Q to be the total charge on the surface. Therefore, surface charge density, which we are going to represent it as sigma, is given as Q upon A. The SI unit for the same is given as coulomb upon meter squared or coulomb per meter squared. Next, volume charge density, where it is defined as the charge per unit volume when charge is uniformly distributed over the whole volume of the body. So I am assuming a sphere where you can consider the volume of the sphere, or let us consider the volume of the sphere to be equal to V, Q to be the total charge on the body. So you can write volume charge density, which is represented by rho, is equal to Q upon V. SI unit is coulomb upon meter cube or coulomb per meter cube. Now, electric field due to continuous charge distribution can be found by considering this example. Let us assume there is a small amount of volume that we are considering on a body, and let this volume be equal to delta V. Rho, which is volume charge distribution or volume charge density, can be now defined as charge in volume delta V and delta Q to be the charge on it. Therefore, rho is equal to delta Q upon delta V. Further, you can even write delta Q is equal to rho into delta V. Let us consider a point P where electric field at this point has to be found out, and let this point be at a distance of r dash from the point of consideration. So electric field due to this small volume delta V at point P is delta E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught delta Q upon r dash square. Now, since the electric field is along the direction of r, or we can say that electric field is pointing outwards, I'll have a unit vector r cap in the direction of electric field. This delta Q can now be replaced by rho into delta V, hence I get delta E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught rho into delta V upon r dash square into r dash cap. So the resultant field at P to the total volume now can be written as E is equal to summation of delta E or 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught summation of all delta V values, which is summation of rho into delta V upon r dash square into r dash cap. Or you can even write this as, or we can put it directly into the same form where rho, r dash and r cap, r unit r cap all keep varying from one point to the other point.